Welcome to the Chic Assignment for October 2019. Welcome back to the Daily Connoisseur. My name is Jennifer and I like to do the Chic Assignment once a month here on my channel. The Chic Assignment is a series of 4 assignments that I like to give out that we can all do together that will enrich our month and propel us through with grace and poise and loveliness. I like to choose classical music, artists, poetry, and also little tips and stylish ways that we can enhance our lives. Before we get into the video, I wanted to thank you so much for your support of my new book, Connoisseur Kids, Etiquette, Manners, and Living Well for Parents and Their Little Ones. The book is getting really good reviews. LA Parent said that this book transforms the way we teach our children manners. Joy Cho from Oh Joy did a wonderful long Insta story on the book and how much she loved it. It's just getting so many great reviews and feedback from you, and I just want to thank you. I am personally doing the book with my children. I'm going through from start to finish, and I'm just so excited to see it in action. The kids love it and the lessons are sticking and we're bonding together and it's amazing. So if you have a family, you can definitely benefit from this book, Connoisseur Kids. It's gonna bring you all closer together and just rally around these wonderful values that we want our children to have. We all do. So thank you so much for your support of my book. It means the world to me. Hey, let's jump into the Chic Assignment for October. We are going back to Schubert. Yes, we studied him back in the spring with Ave Maria, and this month we are going to be listening to one of my favorite pieces, Serenade. And it's by Schubert. We learned about him in the Chic Assignment last time, but this piece is just too good for me to pass up. I have it here in one of my grandmother's old piano books, and I can actually play this on the piano, so we'll see. If I practice this month, maybe for the Chic Assignment check-in, I will play it for you. But it's just hauntingly beautiful. Again, if you're not familiar with this piece, you are in for a major treat. I'm going to leave some YouTube performances that you can listen to down below for free. It is just a masterpiece. It is just gorgeous and subtle and slow, and I think it's just perfect for the fall season. Yes, we are going to be listening to Franz Schubert Serenade. Chic Assignment number 2. We are in October after all, so we are going to be studying the works of Edgar Allan Poe. I have this complete and unabridged book of Edgar Allan Poe's works, and I've had this since I was a child, and it's very interesting. His work is very interesting, and also his life is very interesting. So when I do the mid-month check-in, I will share more with you about his biography, which is fascinating. But this month we are just going to focus on his work. So I'm going to leave some resources down below if you want to read some of his poetry or a short story, anything to do with Edgar Allan Poe. I'm going to deliver the next 2 Chic Assignments, and then I'm going to go back and close our video out with a reading from The Raven. Chic Assignment number 3, we are going to pay attention to what we wear when we sleep. Yes, our pajamas. As the seasons change, often we focus on our clothing. And if you haven't seen my 10-item wardrobe for fall, I will leave that video linked down below. We often focus on our clothing and our accessories, but what about sleepwear? What about what we wear at night when only our family is seeing us? I think it's really important to also have presentable sleepwear. This doesn't mean that we need to spend a fortune on it. You can invest in quality sleepwear, and that is something you can do, but you can also find beautiful, affordable sleepwear at Walmart, and Target. So it's just something to pay attention to. If you're in the habit of just wearing anything, an old gym shirt or an old concert t-shirt and, nothing, just listen, I get it because I've been there. And if you've read Lessons from Madame Chic, you know that deeply that I have been there. But we're going to focus on our sleepwear this month, and I'm going to be doing a video later on in the month to talk about presentable sleepwear. And the final Chic Assignment is that we are going to find something that we don't use very often. It's going to be one of our best things that we save for later, and we're going to use it this month. So it could be a teacup. It could be a plate or a set of plates. It could be some nice fall napkins that you have stored away, but it's fall, so we should be using them, right? Anything, something, a piece of jewelry. I don't care what it is, whatever it is, all of us have the tendency to save our best things for later and to not use them now. So this month's Chic Assignment is going to encourage you to always use the best things you have. So it's just gonna be one thing, and you only have to do it once this month. So if you take that wonderful teacup down off the shelf of the display case, maybe wash it out and have a cup of tea with it, that counts as well. And I really look forward to hearing what you took off the shelf to use for your best this month. I'm going to close this out by reading The Raven. I'm not going to read the whole poem because it is rather long. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of some one gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more. Ah, distinctly I remember it was the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I had sought to borrow from my books surcease of sorrow, sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore, nameless here forevermore. And the silken, sad and certain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before, so that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door, some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. This is it, and nothing more." Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," said I, "or Madam, truly, your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping, tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door. Darkness there, and nothing more." Deep into that darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortals ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token, and the only word there spoken was the whispered word, "Lenore." This I whispered, and an echo murmured back the word, "Lenore." Merely this, and nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning, soon again I heard a tapping, something louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see then what the threat is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind, and nothing more." Open here I flung the shutter, when, with many a flirt and flutter, in there stepped a stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least obeisance made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he, but with mien of lord or lady perched above my chamber door, perched upon a bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, perched and sat, and nothing more. Then this ebony bird beguiling my sad fancy into smiling, but by the grave and stern decorum of the countenance it wore. "Though thy crest be shorn and shaven, thou," I said, "art sure no craven, ghastly grim and ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore. Tell me what thy lordly name is on the night's Plutonian shore." Quoth the raven, "Nevermore." This poem is so good. Okay, I'm going to finish the second half of The Raven when we do the Chic Assignment check-in later on in the month. And I just really have always loved this poem. And so if you would like to read The Raven or any of Edgar Allan Poe's other works, I will leave resources down below. Thank you so much for joining me for the Chic Assignment for October. I look forward to doing this with you, and if you have a friend who would enjoy these assignments as well, make sure you ask him or her to join us. Tag me with your Chic Assignment updates on social media with the hashtag #TheChicAssignment. Take care, and I will see you next time on The Daily Connoisseur. Bye, everyone.